Okay, so you're this? Yeah. But you want this? Yeah. Okay, so in order to get that, you'd have to do this.
In my 7 years of dating since my divorce, I have learned a thing or two. I'm about to hurt some feelings. Don't allow a man to tell you twice that he don't want you. If you feel confused about how he feels about you, he don't want you. If you feel that something is off, it is off. Whatever he has with his ex, make sure that's cleaned the fuck up, because people are messy out here. If he shows you his true colors, believe him. Don't try to rationalize his dusty ass behavior. A man can never make you feel whole. That's an inside job. He's just an add-on. Just because you're thirsty, don't drink that poison. AKA, don't go back to your ex. He didn't change.
This is your reminder. Do not settle. Dear God, allow this woman, God, to not settle, God, for just any man, God. Allow this girl to know that he has to come with his A game, that he has to have you by his side, God, that he has to worship you, God, that he has to know you, God. Allow her to know that any guy could just buy her something, that any guy could just show love to her, God, but it's that guy who gets to know you, God, that can love her correctly, God. So allow her to not settle, God. So many men in this world, God. So many great guys in this world, God, but so many bad guys as well, God. Allow her to just be able to identify, God. Allow her to not settle, God, because that right man is coming, God. This prayer, God, is for this woman, God, seeing this right now, God. Maybe experiencing the worst relationship of her life, God. Maybe just went through the worst breakup in her life, God. Maybe so confused. Maybe wants to hurt herself, God. Allow her to know, God, that that right man is coming, and do not settle. In Jesus' name, amen.
So I just got back from my first date. Started online dating again. You need to get out there now that COVID's kind of subsided and I'm vaccinated. Why not? Guy was a sweetheart, but something he did annoyed me. He would grab a chip away from him, eat it, and then dust off his hands on the side of the chips closest to him, pick up a chip from the opposite side of the bowl, and just kept repeating it and sprinkled his fingers onto the chips like he was salting them. Of course, I couldn't eat the chips because it just kind of made me sick, you know. But yeah, I love chips. I'm a salsa girl. I'm a Hispanic. I'm a Latina. Why wouldn't I want to eat chips? But it you know, at the end of the day, I was like, no, I don't want to do this again. It was kind of awkward. But has anyone had a situation where you're on a date and they do something like that and it just kind of irritates you?
I used to be one of those girls that was like, oh my God, I can't even imagine not having a career. What would I do all day? Just stay home and try to, like, I could never just be a stay-at-home mom. I agree. Maybe stay-at-home, too far. Stay-at-home wife? Sounds fucking lit. I can't believe I used to truly feel so empowered by being like, I would never let a man support me fully. It took me 2 years in corporate America to be like, fuck yourself, bitch. I would love if somebody came in here and took care of me. I will wash the dishes. I will go to yoga and make my little ass even cuter for you. Baby, let's live like we're in the 50s again. That's what I fucking want. I'm over it. I am over it. No, I want somebody with money to come into this bitch. Help a girl out. I'll be a great wife.
Recently, I stopped talking to a guy because I realized that he never asked me about myself. I'm trying to be better about red flags. So when I realized that he was doing a lot of telling me about him and not asking me about me, I stopped talking to him. Well, today, after like a week of not talking, I randomly got a message from him asking me how my week. So I was telling my daughter that I was trying to figure out what to say, and I think I'm gonna respond and just say, you know, like, good, how was yours? She told me this wasn't a good response. So what do you think my response should be?
You should tell him in detail how your week was and don't ask how his was. Just like,
I feel like I've taught her well, right? Like, good strategy, good strategy. Dating advice from an almost 12-year-old.
Literally bitchless behavior. Like, you get 0, none, negative. You actually might be in bitch debt. I don't even think you get approved for a bitch credit card down at the bitch bank because nobody has faith in you to pull even a single bitch based on this type of behavior.
This is for my single mamas. So, you know, we're out here
dating. It is what it is. And you're going to come across a lot of different people. And here's what I want to tell you. Do not tell these men about your past, and especially if you've been in an abusive relationship or like big traumatic things that have happened in your life. Don't give out that information. Don't even tell him exactly what you're looking for. You could easily just say, I'm looking for a relationship, or if that's not what you're looking for, whatever it is that you're looking for, and I want to get to know you, and we'll see how we mesh together and take the steps when we get to that point to make that decision if we want to be together. You do not have to tell them every single little thing, because that is exactly who they're going to pretend to be.
When the sky comes falling, even the sun don't shine, I got faith in you and I, so put your pretty little hand in.
So I'm saying, you know, like, when's the next time we gonna get together? You know, I know you're busy with your kids and your career and stuff like that, but, you know, I just want to know when the next time I can see you. Yeah, babe, I'm sorry. I've just been super busy with work and the kids and everything else like that. But I do think I'll have a little bit of free time April 24th, 2025. What? April 24th, 2025? Yeah, I should be free that day from 3 to 4 p.m. And then we can go... What? So not only do I gotta wait till 2025 to see your ass, but then on a day that we supposed to meet in 2025, you only gonna be available for 1 hour? I know, babe, but you have to understand I have 2 jobs on top of going back to school, trying to start my own business, and 2 kids I have to spend time with. I'm gonna be booked and busy for the next 3 years. But I'm willing to make this work. But you have to be willing to make this work with me and understand. It's just how it has to be for now. I'll pick you up 3 p.m. sharp, April 24th, 2025.
This is dedicated to the niggas that was down from day one. Welcome to death.
Dating a single mom is hard. She'll cancel dates, short text, and not reply. She has no time to put you first. A woman who puts her child before you should make you respect her more. Be patient with her. Take her out. She's not flaking. Childcare costs more than the date you take her on. It's not about money. Spoil her with time. Show her you appreciate all the sacrifices she makes for her child with no help. Be her consistency, and eventually she'll be your everything.
What's up, TikTok? So check it out. I was 6 years old when my mother gave me the key to our apartment because she was working 2 jobs and had to go to school. Man, she'd come in that door exhausted. And I remember one morning I said to her, "You don't sleep very much." That woman said to me, "Honey, I'll sleep when I'm dead." I never saw her date a man. From grammar school all the way till I was about 16, I never saw her date a man. No companionship whatsoever. I asked her how come she didn't date once, and she said, "John, being a mother is a full-time job," which meant she was going to school and working 3 damn jobs. So understand this. If you dating a single mother and you mad because she don't text or call right away, maybe, just maybe, she ain't got enough time for all that shit. And maybe, if you got so much time you're waiting around to get texted back and called back, maybe you're not doing enough for your life to date a single mother.
Damn, y'all, it's a good motherfucking morning, bitch. Actually, it's afternoon. Well, yeah, it just turned 12 o'clock. But anyways, I just want to say this, fellas. If you are dating a female or you are talking to a female who has kids, who is a single mother, stop fucking bringing up the kids. Don't fucking bring up the kids. Let me tell you this. If a motherfucker comes to me and tells me, "Oh, I'm so excited to meet your daughter," or "I just know your daughter would love me," or, you know, make comments like that, don't fucking do it. It just weirds me out. It creeps me out, and I will literally stop talking to you. I don't care how far we are into this. I don't give a fuck. I will stop talking to you. If it's not the mom's idea, and if she ain't the one who's bringing it up, just fucking, just don't say nothing. Don't say nothing. I don't know. I guess I can't speak for all moms, but I'm saying for this mom, fellas, for the ones watching my page, don't bring it up. Please don't. Don't bring up my kids. Thank you. But make good choices today.
What's going on, y'all? It's your girl, Simply Bree, and I'm just coming to you really quickly just to talk about single moms and dating, okay? So when it comes to dating single moms, it's a situation where you want to use white gloves. We need white glove treatment because we've already dealt with a lot of BS to begin with. And so all that we're looking for is just someone who is compatible, someone who is patient, someone who understands kids, someone who understands the value of time. Okay, and moms, make sure that these are questions that you are asking these potential guys, right? What do you think about children? Do you want children? How are you with time management? If we go on a date and I have to leave early, how would you handle a situation like that? I feel we need to actually ask the right questions. I think sometimes we don't ask the right questions, and therefore we end up in these situations where the guy isn't too fond of children, right? He may have grown up experiencing domestic violence in his household, domestic abuse, where, you know, he just doesn't trust himself around children, or he just doesn't want that childhood trauma to come into his adulthood. So we need to definitely make sure that we are vetting these men to see if they are actually not just a perfect match for us, but for our kids, because that's most important. And fellas, if you are dating a woman with a child or children, please understand how she prioritizes her time. She may not be able to just spontaneously go on a vacation out of the country with you one day beforehand. She may not be able to just drop everything that she's doing to tend to you. Respect it and understand that when you get with a woman who has children or a child, you're getting with that child.
Be honest with me. What is the real reason why you are not dating right now?
So I have two reasons. I'll start with my first reason. So I'm like psychic, and I could tell when a man's lying to me. You don't have to believe me, but it's true. My baby daddy, I got a feeling when he cheated on me. And I didn't believe in my intuition at the time. So even though I knew he was lying about cheating, I was letting him lie to me until he broke down 2 days later and told me with his own words. And that's because I asked the heavens, whatever you want to call it. I was like, hey, I need physical proof he's cheating on me. I need to hear it out of his mouth. And then he tells me out of his fucking mouth. My second reason is something that a lot of women face. I'm a single mom, and it's hard to determine who I should bring into my son's life. I tried to talk to a dude for a long time, and the first time he met my son, he pushed him.
Hey, hi there. I'm a solo mom of 3. Full-time solo. Dad bailed, not in the picture, yada yada yada, all the fun things. So I promised my 6-year-old that I would start dating. Now, I don't need your opinions about that. This is what I need help with, okay? I realized one, I was never very good at dating. That's totally fine. I acknowledge that. Also, I'm terrible at flirting. It makes me super uncomfortable. So, in my little naive heart, even in adulthood, I'm in this conversation, okay? And, y'all, I just can't, okay? So, this guy starts talking about having fun, and I love fun. Having fun is such an important thing to me, and it truly is a top priority. But what I've learned is that my view of the word fun and dating world view of the word fun are two very different things, guys. Very different. So here I am naively being joking around and oh, I can tell you like to have a lot of fun, and I'm like, oh yeah, that's such a big deal to me. I want to have fun all the time. And then they go on to say, well, I think we need a code word for when it's enough. We've had enough, or we need more. And I was like, I don't think I understand the concept of the code word. What do you mean? And then I get a winking face and oh, you know what I mean, you guys. No, I didn't, because I thought we were talking about pure, innocent fun. And we were not. When did this word change? Also, what other words do I need to know about so I don't dig myself into this weird hole that I didn't even know I was digging in, that I wasn't being playful with, because that makes me uncomfortable, remember? And also, that's not what I thought fun was. Help.
Dating a single mom means you have more than one heart in your hands. Make sure that's really what you want. And being part of their lives doesn't mean you'll be playing daddy. It just means you'll be becoming part of a family and a role model to a child or children that might be in need. If you're not ready to step up, then don't step to her.
What sucks about dating a single mom, man? Once you break up with the mom, you gotta break up with the kid. You gotta let the kid know. You gotta look up in the eye and be like, hey, sorry, kid, it's not you. It's your mom, dude. Good luck with your next dad, dog.
So I went on an online date one time, and this girl brought her kid unexpectedly. Now, I don't know about you, but I think it's generally frowned upon to bring your child out on the first date to a sports bar where people's drinking at 11 p.m. at night. So instead of getting up and leaving, I sit the fuck back down, finished my chicken wings and my beer, because I had to hear about this. But then the funniest thing didn't happen. She didn't even mention the child. Like, I couldn't see the child. Like, I didn't realize the child was present. And then she busts out this big bag. Looks like Santa Claus brought it. The kid dumps it out. Toys all over the table. Looking like he got everything off every commercial he's seen this Christmas. And the conversation continued, and it's like, she didn't even think I noticed the little child stabbing his wrestling figure with a butter knife. But then it got to be about 12, and she was like, so we going back to your house or what? I strapped the kid in the car seat and we bounced back to my house.
Dating story time, back to my regular content. So I started swiping just a little bit, very casually the other day. And last night or the day before I connected with someone. So I thought, okay, I'll just send him a quick little message to see how it is this weekend and see how he's doing and see how he responds. So he responded today, and I couldn't believe the message I got, and couldn't believe it in a good way, because no one does this. So gentlemen, if you are watching this video, please take a moment, pause when I put up the screen, please read it, please do it, please follow this advice, because it shocked me, and it's so horrible that it shocked me. So here you go. Please take a moment to read that. He didn't want to leave me hanging? What? He wants to get something on the calendar? Holy crap! Amazing. So I really hope that all this manifesting I've been doing is really going to send me somebody good finally.